Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to actually be checking out SAMSON again, and it's called A Quick Word. And I don't mean that in a rude way when I said again. But no, I get a lot of suggestions for his songs. Today was one of those days where I was like running late. I was like, I've got to start recording. What am I going to record? And this was like a suggestion in my comment from my very recent video that I put out, and they were like, do A Quick Word by SAMSON. So yeah, we're going to do that today. But before we get started, as always, if you'd like to support the channel, I'd really appreciate any comments. Leave a like for me. And subscribe if you'd like to. Turn your notification bell on so when I post you see it. Also, if you want to support in another way, you can buy me a coffee. Link is down below in the description. Original video link is down below in the description always. Anytime you're looking for a artist, go to my playlists. I have my playlist done by artist. So like for instance, if it's a Tom McDonald with Adam Calhoun song you're looking for, you will find that song in a Tom McDonald playlist and an Adam Calhoun playlist. So that's how I do it. I try to figure out an easy way for people to find stuff. So, but all right, let's get into this. I'm excited. A Quick Word by SAMSON. He is so good, so talented. He's so lyrically good. Someone had mentioned down in the comments too that he's been rapping since he was like 9. And you can tell. And it's not just, it's not like the flow or anything. It's the lyrics, like how he writes. Like he is just telling you something, but it's rhyming, and it doesn't feel like a forced rhyme. Like sometimes you can hear people, they'll rap and it feels forced, like they're trying to rhyme stuff. So it doesn't always make sense sometimes, but he is just very good at what he does. You can tell he's been doing it for a while. All right, anyways, let's go. A Quick Word.
Every night before I go to sleep, I speak to the man that rules above. He helps get me through these trying times. He guides my way and gets me through the mud. As a mortal man, I put my life in your hands, cause I know you'll do everything to steer me straight. And because of that, a lot of people tell me that I'm wrong, and they act like they're right, but it's clear they ain't. They smear your name, but I fear your reign. Some folks don't know how much you sacrifice, and when judgment day comes, they're gonna be sorry, cause they're all gonna have to pay a massive price. But I won't, cause I live for you. No matter how many of my peers doubt me, every breath I take and every step I make is in your name. That'll never change. Dear Fauci, Easter's coming up. Do you think that I could spend it with my loved ones? Maybe open up the window, let the wind blow, maybe circulate the air, mix
Wait, stop, SAMSON. Stop. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is great. Okay, now I know why you suggested it on my, because the last video was about the whole Obama party and the COVID and and it said this was like COVID satire, and it is. Dear Fauci. It's true. People acted like this man was a god and his word was the word and there was no other word. Like, it was insane. There's still some people out there like that. I don't understand it. But let me go back, because after he said Dear Fauci, I just completely blocked out whatever he said after that. Dear Fauci. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. All right, here we go.
No matter how many of my peers doubt me, every breath I take and every
that
step
makes
I
this
make
so
is
much
in
more
your
funnier.
name. That'll never change. Dear Fauci, Easter's coming up. Do you think that I could spend it with my loved ones? Maybe open up the window, let the wind blow, maybe circulate the air.
Oh my god.
No, I was kidding too. It's just a little joke. I would never.
Yeah, I know, because we couldn't get together for holidays. No, y'all, that's a real thing. That's a real thing. Did y'all see that? That is a real thing. There's videos of people who cut holes in their masks to eat, which is insanity. There was some people who wore 2 masks, almost like a duck bill. They could open their, I was like, what? what is going on? Like, these people have lost their freaking minds. That's like the people driving down the road in the car by themselves wearing a mask. Like, I literally just like, like, whenever I see them, I'm just like, what in the world? Like, what are you doing? Oh, God. This is great. Oh, and yeah, they didn't want us to congregate, did they? Like, not even the holidays. It was insane. It made no sense. I mean, it did make sense. I think, yeah, it was all this, like, plan or something. You know what I mean? Like, made sense, but at the same time, it was ridiculous.
Big enough to get my spoon through. Yup. Yes, my lord. Vaccine cards are gonna get checked at the door. I don't care if my brother, my father, my mother doesn't have it. If they don't,
Some
they can
people
go
are
to
that
the store
insane
and I'll
about
book it at my
it.
table. I don't care if you've already had it. There ain't nothing you can tell me. This is fatal. I ain't buying into the junk that Trump sold you chumps. Fuck your narrative. I'm not gonna help you with your fable. I'm trying to keep my health stable. They don't even have their booster shots. They're my family and I love them to death, but they're gonna kill me if I let them in. Should I do it or not? And my friend keeps trying to convince me that he's fine because he's been vaccinated, but it isn't the same. He only got 2 shots. That was 6 months ago. You gotta get 3 now. The definition is changed.
Oh, it's every year now.
Because he might need 4. Maybe every quarter of the year there might be more. Why would you ask questions at a time like this? I mean, I could loot a Nike store. Always talking about natural immunity, vitamin C and capsules of glutamine, water and exercise, going to the gym and eating healthy, zinc and potassium. Ooh-wee. He probably loves Joe Rogan, and that's why his views are inapt.
And that was another insane thing. Like, how many years have we been told? Growing up, I've always been told that your natural immunity is, I mean, that's what it, we rely on that. You know, we get through colds and flus and we become immune to certain things, and it's healthy. And you're told, you know, to have your vitamins and be healthy, because then when something happens, you know, you have a better chance of fighting it off, you know. And then all of a sudden, that all went out the door. It was like, what do you mean natural immunity? So weird, right? Like, so weird. And I think what drove me insane is they were so hell-bent on going, go get a vaccine. And you had places, like down in Florida, they had places where they were offering care for people to treat the symptoms, not a preventative measure, because we all know the vaccine didn't prevent shit, obviously, in the end. But they actually had treatment that would help, so you didn't end up on a ventilator in a hospital or whatever. Like that was my thing. I was like, why aren't they focusing on treating it, not preventing it? Because we can't for sure say that this vaccine is going to prevent it. Like, you can't for sure say that. We don't have enough. I mean, it just came out. We don't have, you know, study after study on this particular vaccine and for this particular virus. So how can you put all of your cards on that? Like, bet all of your money on that. Like, why weren't you trying to treat the actual symptoms? I didn't understand. And then when people actually came out and was like, well, you know, my doctor, they treated it like this. Oh my God. They were taking horse tranquilizers, right? I mean, they were insane. Absolutely insane. I just don't and people who sit there and agree with it, and yep, I totally agree with what the government's telling me right now. Y'all were, I'm gonna be nice.
And exercise, going to the gym and eating healthy, zinc and potassium. Ooh-wee. He probably loves Joe Rogan, and that's why his views are inapt.
Jeez.
I mean, fucking immune systems? How stupid is that? When have we ever relied on those?
Oh, I don't know.
Exactly, I don't know.
My whole life.
Before 2020, don't be a dummy. You know that was such a long time ago. This is more than the flu, misfortune and doom. This is apples and oranges, a fork and a spoon. Just 2 different things that you can't even compare. And if you want to go there, you're a moron. if you do. Idiot, probably doesn't watch the news. He probably does his own research. He's a doctor too, thinks critically, informs his opinion to the best of his advantage. I mean, I can't even talk to you. Have you not seen the SNL skits? Rest in hell. Piece of shit, don't even go
God
there. I know
forbid you
heard the songs of
question
Stephen
anything,
Colbert. I
right?
know you've seen all of those vaccine musicals on the late night shows. How could you not? And if you don't believe those, I don't think that's what Fauci would want, huh? Nah, fuck the AIDS pandemic. That was way
Oh
back
my
in the
God.
80s, man, forget it. I don't care that you got everything wrong back then, too.
And
This
he
is like
did.
way damn different. I'm willing to give you a second chance and a third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Man, I don't like to get into the technical shit. Just tell me how many more injections to get. Gain of function. That's just Republicans saying some dumb shit. I don't count that, fuck it. It's not about how many mistakes you make. It's when you make a mistake and how you bounce back from it. And you're real fucking good at that. There's so many things that have come to light. You could probably do something horrible like kill a dog and nobody would even... Oh, right. I don't mind if you butchered...
Oh my God. Oh my God. So yeah, go look it up. The testing he did on dogs. It was disgusting. I'm not even going to talk about what he did, but yeah, he doesn't really have the best track record. It seems. But it's just so weird that people, like I said, people like jumped on this bandwagon like he was just God, which makes sense why he's doing this video. Like he's praying to God, but he's talking to Fauci because they acted like I said in the beginning, his word was the word. He was all perfect, all knowing. And then the media backed him. And that was my thing. Excuse me. That was my thing was, like, why didn't you just take a step back and question it? People wouldn't do that. They follow blindly. I think he even said in the video a minute ago, they followed blindly. How can you follow blindly? Like, that just, I don't understand that. Sometimes it's good to question. A lot of times it's good to question. Those poor dogs.
Many things that have come to light. You could probably do something horrible like kill a dog and nobody would even... Oh, right. I don't mind if you butchered beagles. You can murder my grandma. I wouldn't look at it as evil as long as one of them doesn't do it with their careless actions. Maskless, ruthless.
Oh, I know. We're terrible.
Like folks don't believe in you anymore. All the faith and the trust.
The masks actually don't work.
Put hounds 6 feet deep in the ground. I always root for the underdog.
Oh, that's a good one.
All right, I'm done fucking around. Insanity is doing the same thing again and again and then expecting a different result. That's not the exact definition
Einstein.
of the word. It was Einstein's, but it makes sense.
Einstein.
So it goes. Look, if I was your fitness coach and I was giving you routines to get to your goals, but you kept getting fatter and you weren't getting thinner, would you keep paying for me to assist you? No.
Right.
Better yet, what if I was your physician and you came to me with a sickness and I'm supposed to fix it and I gave you a bunch of prescriptions and they didn't work over the course of 2 years? Would you find someone different?
Yeah.
I think there's a good chance you would, and if you wouldn't, guess what? It's your choice, and that's the good thing about living in America, at least until now, you had a voice. This has been a pain in the ass for everybody. It's really been a bitch from the start, but how many times you gotta get fucked before you realize they don't have your best interests at heart?
Yeah, pretty much. And obviously we have to get effed before, a lot of times before we realize it, because people still are very naive when it comes to it. But you know what I think it is somewhat? I think people don't want to believe that their own government would do anything to hurt them. You don't want to believe that. I don't want to believe that. But at the same time, you know, if it walks like a duck, it talks like a duck, or quacks like a duck, you know. Anyways, that was a great video. I loved it. And I loved at the end where he explained, you know, if it's not working, wouldn't you question it? Wouldn't you be like, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going to try something different. And that goes back to the whole thing I was saying kind of about how I didn't understand why they were pushing a vaccine and they weren't looking for other options to treat it. I just didn't understand that. And the doctors that were giving options, they were shutting them down and telling, they're lying. They it was fishy. It was really fishy. All right. Thank you guys for coming in, and thank you for the suggestion. I loved this. I love his satire. He's really good at it. Um and yeah, y'all just spam me in the comments. Let me know what you thought. And if you have any other suggestions. All right. I will see you guys later. Y'all take care. Bye.